Alright growers, pull up your grow lights, stretch those green thumbs, and let's talk dirt. Or should I say, the art of growing without it. Whether you're packing living soil, Coco Coir, or something you mixed up in the garage that looks suspiciously like moon dust, this one's for you. Now, when it comes to indoor growing, there are two types of growers. The ones who trust nature, and the ones who try to be nature. Soil people like to let the microbes handle the heavy lifting. Soilless growers? They're like, move over earthworms, I've got bottled nutrients and a pH meter. Soil is classic, like vinyl records and cast iron pans. It's alive. It's full of bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and tiny critters that do all the behind-the-scenes work. They break down organic matter, feed your roots, and keep the pH in check. You're not just growing plants, you're hosting a microscopic rave underground. Then there's the soilless root. Coco Coir, perlite, peat moss, rock wool, hydroton. These don't feed your plants directly, they just hold space for the roots and water. It's like hydroponics' chill cousin, clean, fast, and easy to control. You're in full command, but that also means if you mess up, there's no soil life to bail you out. Alright, now let's talk amendments, because this is where your soil, or even your cocoa, turns from basic to brilliant. Amendments are basically the pantry staples of the plant world. Each one adds flavor, nutrients, or structure to your mix. And just like cooking, timing matters. Some hit fast, some take their sweet time. Let's start with worm castings, the holy grail of organic growing. Think of them as the probiotic yogurt for your soil. Packed with beneficial bacteria, enzymes, and slow-release nutrients, they improve texture, boost microbial life, and make nutrients more available. They start working almost immediately, but their benefits keep rolling for weeks. Next up, compost. Homemade or store-bought, compost is like an all-you-can-eat buffet of organic matter. It slowly releases nutrients as it breaks down and improves soil structure. Compost works on a slow burn. You'll see effects over a few weeks to a few months. It's the long game, but oh man, it's worth it. Then there's kelp meal, made from ocean seaweed. It's rich in trace minerals, growth hormones, and plant vitamins. Kelp helps reduce transplant shock, boosts root growth, and increases resistance to stress. It's like yoga for your plants, keeps them calm, flexible, and zen. It starts working in about a week, but continues feeding for months. Azomite, that fancy volcanic rock dust. This stuff adds over 70 trace minerals that your plants crave in tiny amounts. It's not a quick fix. Think of it as a slow mineral drip that supports enzymes, flavor, and overall vitality. It can take several weeks to months to fully break down, but its effects linger long-term. Bat guano, the legendary, slightly spooky amendment. High in nitrogen if it's fresh, or rich in phosphorus if it's aged. It fuels either leafy growth or strong flower production, depending on the type. It starts releasing nutrients within days and can last several weeks. Just remember, a little goes a long way unless you want your grow room smelling like a cave. Then we've got bone meal and blood meal, the dynamic duo. Bone meal is slow-release phosphorus and calcium, great for strong roots and bloom stages. It can take a few weeks to kick in but lasts months. Blood meal? That's your nitrogen boost. Quick to act, usually within a week, and fantastic for getting lush green foliage. But be careful. Too much, and you'll turn your grow into the jungle from Jumanji. For soil structure, perlite and vermiculite come into play. They don't feed your plants directly, but help with aeration and water retention. Perlite keeps the mix light and fluffy. Vermiculite helps hold moisture for longer. Together, they're the lungs of your growing medium. If you're mixing Coco Coir, you'll often want to add calcium and magnesium supplements, since cocoa tends to lock those up. CalMag is like the multivitamin of soilless growing. Keeps your leaves from yellowing and your stems sturdy. Now, once your amendments are set, your nutrients take the stage. Plants need their macronutrients, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but they also need those subtle side characters: calcium, magnesium, iron, sulfur, zinc, boron, copper, molybdenum. If you're using organic amendments, the microbes in your soil slowly release these as they break them down. If you're feeding with bottled nutrients, you're the chef, measuring, mixing, adjusting. too much salt or too much acid, and your plants will give you that look. You know the one. Speaking of microbes, let's talk about your beneficials. These are the unsung heroes working 24/7 beneath the surface. Mycorrhizal fungi form networks that connect to your roots, delivering nutrients like tiny delivery drivers on electric bikes. Rhizobacteria fix nitrogen right out of the air and feed it to your plants. Protozoa and nematodes hunt down other microbes, poop out nutrients, and keep the soil balanced. It's basically a microscopic version of the food chain, all happening right in your pot. You can inoculate your mix with microbial teas, mycorrhizal powders, or compost extracts. Think of it like adding a starter culture to yogurt. It jump-starts the life cycle in your grow medium. Now here's the secret that separates good growers from great ones: balance and patience. You can't rush biology. Amendments take time to break down. Microbes need time to multiply. Roots need time to explore. If you overfeed trying to speed things up, you'll just burn your plants and stall the process. Trust the biology. It knows what it's doing. And hey, don't forget your environment. Indoor plants need fresh air, steady airflow, and good humidity. Without oxygen in the root zone, even the best amendments won't save you. Fans, proper watering habits, and consistent temps. That's the invisible magic that turns average grows into thriving jungles. So whether you're growing herbs, tomatoes, or something a little more discreet, remember this: you're not just a gardener, you're a manager of life. Every microbe, every mineral, every light cycle, it's all part of a living system. So go ahead, get your hands dirty, mix up some cocoa, toss in that kelp meal, and give a little wink to your mycorrhizae. You're not just growing plants, you're cultivating balance, patience, and a whole lot of respect for the magic that happens below the surface. Keep growing, keep learning, and remember, the best growers don't just feed their plants, they feed their soil. That's your grower's tip for the day. Now go make those roots proud.